Hello, my name is Todd Spencer, and I'll be presenting my analysis on mass media and pop culture on some magazines that are popular in our today's society. Slam magazine is one of the most popular, if not most popular, basketball magazines the world has to offer today. The writers of the magazine tend to get the hottest players, teams, and or coaches on the main cover. This automatically catches the audience attention, and when I say audience, I mean the fans. And the NBA has millions of fans, if not billions of fans. They will notice the Kobe Bryants, the LeBron James, Michael Jordans, Steph Currys of the game, which are like the most highlighted basketball players the NBA has to offer. They will also notice the mostly franchise uh, teams that the game has to offer as well. For instance, the Lakers, the New York Knicks, the Boston Celtics, the list can go on. In a way, this magazine displays effects of social control, not in a bad way though. Basketball is such a heavily liked sport that when the newest Slam magazine drops, most fans have their hands and eyes glued to it until the next magazine is released. Messages vary throughout the magazine. All of these messages have some sort of sanction to it, if it's positive or negative. It could be a player getting the player of the week, which Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kevin Durant have all got it numerous of times. Or it can go to a coach being fined for outrageous language towards an official. He's no longer a coach in the NBA today, but a coach that comes to mind is Don Nelson. He always used to get after the refs and get technicals and stuff like that. And I would often catch him in Slam magazine. Um, there are a lot of pictures throughout the magazine filled with young players, some of the game's legends, and even shoes that have been released out on the store, or which players who have best dressed walk into the arena. These are all characteristics that catches the fans' eyes, that draws them closer to looking at the magazine and seeing what they have in store. You never know what you'll see in the latest Slam magazine. Hopefully it'll be me one day. Another well popular magazine in our pop culture today is Game Informer. It is the highest selling video game magazine that is out today, which is filled with the latest information from the most popular game systems from the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo Wii, even down to PC games. The makers of this magazine have the same type of approach or tactics as Slam magazine. They will put the most highly anticipated game at the time as the main attraction of the magazine, as you can see in the slides below. I think this magazine goes at the audience's values. They look at the games that are in demand at the time, and more often than not, they are shooting games and such as Halo, which has graced the cover of Game Informer, which is one of my favorite shooting games of all time. Also Battlefield, which sold out most likely at your nearest GameStop within minutes of its release. There are multiple social groups that can be attracted to this magazine. Some gamers strictly like racing games, others strictly like sporting games. So this magazine has a lot of diversity to offer. I have friends who are so faithful to getting their monthly game informer is like taboo to them. And can you blame them? The rate video games keep expanding. I wouldn't be able to. Games have expanded from the 90s to the current day. Games used to be like ping pong, just side to side, and trying to maintain the ball in a simple screen. But nowadays, the game looks so real, you can mistake it for the live thing. I do. But this magazine is pretty much the best magazine out right now for games, and I'm pretty sure you know some people that know about it as well.